This is impressive, Eagles fans. We're just hours away from the kickoff of the 2025 NFL season. And guess what? Right off the bat, we'll have the classic against the Cowboys. But don't think this game will be just any old opening. We're talking about a duel packed with history, tension, and anticipation, where every detail could determine whether the Eagles start 1-0 or suffer a home defeat. What's more, behind-the-scenes footage revealed explosive moves involving Howie Roseman and even Micah Parsons. Yes, you guessed right. This soap opera nearly changed the entire division's rumor mill. And as if that weren't enough, the final injury report brought a massive meltdown for Philadelphia fans. With key returns that could be decisive in this battle. The stage is set, the rivalry is heating up, and I've gotten exclusive information that hasn't yet been covered by the mainstream media. So here's what you need to do. If you're one of those people who cheers with every play, like, subscribe, and activate the bell, because what I'm about to reveal will prepare your heart for the season premiere. The NFL season is about to begin, and the Philadelphia Eagles' first big matchup will be against the Dallas Cowboys, one of the league's biggest rivalries. Thursday's game promises to be epic, and the key to the Eagles' victory will be dominating from the start. Although Dallas lost Micah Parsons, one of the biggest names on their defense, that doesn't mean it will be an easy game. The Cowboys' defense still has good players, and the Eagles need to capitalize on their weaknesses to secure a victory in Week 1. The Eagles' offense has several options to dominate the game. The first is the running game. Dallas has struggled to stop the run, and with Saquon Barkley leading the backfield, Philadelphia has an excellent opportunity. The offensive line, led by Jason Kelce, has the strength to open holes in the Cowboys' defense and allow Barkley to easily advance. Furthermore, Jalen Hurts is a threat both through the air and on the ground, giving the Eagles flexibility to exploit gaps in the opposing defense. If the Cowboys' defense focuses on stopping the run game, the Eagles can rely on the passing game. The Dallas secondary, while featuring good players like Trevon Diggs, is not invulnerable. After an injury, Diggs may not be at his best, which opens up space for A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert. All three players are explosive players who can win their duels and make big plays, especially if Diggs is not at his best. The key for the Eagles will be patience and adaptation throughout the game. If the Dallas defense initiates a lot of scrimmage, the Eagles will need quick passing to neutralize that pressure. Jalen Hurts will have to make quick reads and sound decisions to ensure the flu attack doesn't allow Dallas to get comfortable. If Dallas overloads the passing game, Barkley's running game will be even more important, controlling the Cowboys' time of possession and controlling the tempo of the game. On defense, the Eagles will have their own challenge. Cornerback Adoree Jackson will be responsible for guarding C.D. Lamb, Dallas's primary aerial target. Lamb is one of the most explosive receivers in the NFL and poses a significant threat to Philadelphia. Jackson will need to position himself well and prevent Lamb from making big plays. If they can control Lamb, it will force the Cowboys to look for other offensive options, which could be beneficial to the Eagles. Another important point is Dallas's running game. While they have good running backs, their offensive line isn't the strongest. If the Eagles can stop the running game early, they could force Dallas to become one-dimensional. This would allow Philadelphia's defense to focus on the passing game, where the Eagles have an advantage, especially if they can control Lamb. With the right pieces on the field, the Eagles have everything they need to start the season off right. The offensive line and Barkley should dominate the running game, while Hurts, Brown, Smith, and Goedert can exploit the weaknesses in Dallas's secondary. If Philadelphia's defense can control Lamb and force Dallas to rely on a less effective passing game, victory is almost guaranteed. Patience and adaptation will be key, but with talent on both sides of the ball, the Eagles have everything they need to overcome the Cowboys and secure a crucial victory in their season opener. And while the Eagles have a clear plan on the field to beat Dallas off it, a move that would change the entire NFL almost happened. Howie Roseman's bold move to bring Micah Parsons to Philadelphia. Before we dive into the dynamics of the game, there's something even more intriguing going on behind the scenes in Philadelphia. Eagles general manager Howie Roseman attempted to pull off a trade of the century. What if Philadelphia managed to land Micah Parsons on defense? The Cowboys linebacker, a four-time Pro Bowl selection, is a true pass-rushing machine and would be a colossal addition to the Eagles. According to Adam Schefter, Howie Roseman tried 4 times to convince the Dallas Cowboys to trade Parsons. However, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones wasn't willing to weaken his defense for a while in his own division, much less to a direct rival like the Philadelphia Eagles. But what would Roseman have offered to try to make this trade happen? A massive package, including 3 first-round picks and impact players like defensive tackle Jordan Davis, who could be a valuable asset for Dallas. Parsons' talent is unquestionable. His ability to pressure the quarterback and dominate opposing offensive lines makes him one of the most feared defenders in the NFL. However, financial considerations weighed heavily on the balance. With a $47 million per year contract, Parsons would be a significant expense, which could jeopardize the Eagles' future salary flexibility. Considering this, Roseman may have have escaped a trap. The financial flexibility that Philadelphia still has offers plenty of reinforcement options for other needs. Furthermore, the Eagles' recent history proves that they can win the Super Bowl without a player like Parsons. Even without an elite pass rusher like Parsons, Philadelphia could field a solid and efficient defense capable of neutralizing big attacks. Therefore, this trade, while appealing due to Parsons' quality, could be a distant dream that ultimately would not be the best deal for the Eagles at this time. Rather than jeopardize the team's financial future, Roseman chose to maintain flexibility and focus on other areas of need. The Eagles already boast a talented and well-balanced roster, with players like Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith on offense, and a solid defense that, even without Parsons, could remain one of the most dangerous in the league. Ultimately, the Eagles' general manager may have avoided a risky decision. With a team already well-structured and capable of promoting other areas, trading Parsons would have been a risky move. And considering Philadelphia's long-term plans, the priority now is to build a cohesive and sustainable team, rather than betting all their chips on a single player, no matter how talented. Thus, what could have been the trade of the century ended up being just another chapter in Howie Roseman's quest to keep the Eagles team competitive without compromising the franchise's financial future. While the dream of having Micah Parsons was a big one, Philadelphia's team remains strong, with a solid foundation and a promising future. But if the trade didn't come to fruition, the big news now is the health of the squad, and the latest medical report brought exactly the feedback the fans were hoping for the debut. Now, back to the important part, Thursday's game. Eagles fans have reason to celebrate, as most of the players who have been dealing with injuries recently are ready to play. Pro Bowler Landon Dickerson, who underwent knee surgery, is back and is expected to be on the field at left guard. His immediate return is surprising, considering his importance to Philadelphia's offensive line, which will be crucial to protecting Jalen Hurts and their success on the ground. In addition, other key players such as Jalen Carter and Joshua Uche are also expected to play after dealing with injuries in recent weeks. Safety Andrew Mukuba, who has been dealing with hamstring issues, will be available, adding depth to the Eagles' defense and allowing the team to maintain its solidity against the Dallas Cowboys' offense. Like these key players on the field, the Philadelphia Eagles enter the game at full strength and with renewed confidence. However, not all the news is positive. The only player ruled out for the game against Dallas is backup quarterback Tanner McKee, who is still recovering from an inquest. While McKee isn't projected to start, his absence means newcomer Sam Howell will be Jalen Hurts' immediate backup should anything unforeseen arise. McKee's loss won't have an immediate impact, but Howell's team needs him to be ready to perform in any situation. And you, Philadelphia Eagles fan, where will you watch the highly anticipated opening game against the Cowboys? The game will take place this Thursday, September 4th at 8:20 p.m. ET at Lincoln Financial Field. If you can't make it to the stadium, don't worry. The live broadcast will be on NBC, NBC 10, or NFL Plus. The game will also be broadcast on 94 WIP radio for those who prefer to hear the action on the radio. With the Eagles favored to win by 7.5 points, this is a matchup that promises to be a thrilling one from start to finish. Not only because of the fierce rivalry between the teams, but also because of the anticipation surrounding the debuts of new players and the return of injured players. The Eagles' season is off to a strong start, and fans can expect a journey full of excitement, victories, and challenges. With the Dallas Cowboys facing the loss of Micah Parsons and the Eagles having the opportunity to exploit the opposing defense's weaknesses, will Philadelphia be able to dominate both the ground and the air to secure a Week 1 victory, or will Dallas find ways to surprise? And more, could Howie Roseman's efforts to bring Parsons to the Eagles have changed the course of the season? Leave your opinion here, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.